Hi, so we are here in London, yes, and we're at London Fintech Week. It's very exciting, it's all happening. We're here to discover some of London's biggest up-and-coming fintech companies. Yes, we've got everything from government authorities to startups to banks to financial institutions. They're all here. They're all here to showcase their latest innovations. Now, there's a little bit of networking going on behind us. As you can see, it is lunchtime, so everyone's getting a little bit of food and exchanging contacts. We're going to take a little look around, so let's go.
I know it sounds awkward, filthy as charged, you're a sweet talker, but don't know what you're gonna say now. The midnight marauders, the high you never come down. You can't take me anywhere, you can't take me anywhere. I'm still uninvited, I'm still gonna light it, I'm going insane and I don't care.
What is going on here?
So our amazing illustrator, I'm Josh, I'm with Linklaters.
Oh, hi Josh from Linklaters. And what do you do at Linklaters?
So I'm an associate in the financial structuring practice.
Okay, so kind of an important job, guys. It's not all pretty pictures that we're seeing here. But tell me, what are you guys doing here?
So the other Josh, our amazing illustrator, is capturing, I guess, key themes, concepts, ideas from all the sessions that we're hearing in the other room and putting them into pictures.
Is this a vision board?
Kind of, yeah.
I love
Vision board,
vision
word
board.
cloud.
Yeah, I love a word cloud. That's even better. This is fabulous. So Josh, tell me, what are you doing here? Other than these extraordinary illustrations, are you an illustrator?
I am. I'm an illustrator, but I come to conferences like this and strategy meetings, and people talk, and I synthesize the information and the discussion into pictures.
So, okay, all your pictures as pretty as this. What if you're in a heated discussion with some C-level execs and they're butting heads? What do illustrations look like then? Not this pretty?
I always make everyone look good.
Okay, good. That's important. Well, keep doing what you're doing. It looks amazing. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing your talent with us. This is quite incredible. What a great concept. So this is Linklaters. They've set up this really kind of, I guess, interactive board, if you will. I'm going to interview some of the Linklaters people a little bit later. We're going to bring that all to you. Hi folks, so we're here at London Fintech Week, yes, and I'm here with Sohail Raja. Now he is the Chief Digital Officer, yes that's right, of Societe Generale. It's so lovely to meet you, Sohail.
You too, January.
Yeah, this is fabulous. You have a great installation here, and we might just say you guys are the sponsor of London Fintech Week, is that right?
We're the digital sponsor for London Fintech Week. It's the first year we've sponsored it as an investment bank for Fintech Week. It's the first time Societe Generale has been involved in that.
Have a little installation going on here. Talk us through this, Sohail.
So here we're promoting our SG Markets B2B platform, and what it is for, depending on the audience that you're looking at, we're looking at from the full trade life cycle, from pre-trade, trading, and post-trade. So when a client comes on board to get some research information, they come to one place, they like the trade idea behind it, then they can actually trade that with us, and then if they want to know if it's been actually traded, and they can move on to the next part of the trade cycle, it'll be available as a report or something like that within the post-trade. So that's all in one destination for all our clients.
This is fantastic, and I mean, I hope you guys can see it here, folks. So tell me a little bit about you. Obviously, you're stationed here in London for Societe Generale. What are you guys seeing? I mean, obviously, you're at the forefront and you're a global company, but what are you seeing here in London that's happening in the fintech space that you can tell us about?
Sure. So we started on a digital transformation story about 4 years ago, maybe a little bit longer on some aspects, but we've got a group of people within the digital office. I cover London. We have an operation in Paris, New York, and also in Hong Kong as well.
Yes.
And we all have a remit around digital transformation of the business, and we've been very much focused on business to business rather than the business to client space within fintech.
Yeah.
And what we've been looking to do is employ fintech ways of doing things within a business-to-business environment, and that's what we've been able to do. So we've built out very quick prototypes using standard UX UI methodology, HTML prototypes, bit of JavaScript, Python, APIs, building this all together so we can have something which is real for our clients internally or as well as externally, and really get features out on a rolling basis. And that's what we've been doing. So we've been building out our API strategy, data science strategy. So I was going to talk around artificial intelligence earlier today, and that's something that the digital office and Societe Generale has been really focused on the last 3 or 4 years.
Interesting. Well, it is all about that AI, isn't it? It's all happening in that cashless society that we're all kind of aiming for one day. So tell me a little bit about kind of your role, I guess. What were you doing before you came to Societe Generale? Where are you taking the company? I mean, obviously these initiatives and sponsoring events like London Fintech Week are huge. And tell us a little bit about why this particular event as well.
Sure. So, like I mentioned, we've implemented a real fintech startup culture within the environment as part of the whole digital transformation.
Nice.
So a lot of organizations are talking around digital transformation. We've been focusing on digital transformation, we've just been doing it. So what we've needed is people like the digital office team to support that transition.
It's a big transition.
It's big and it's still ongoing. There's still quite a lot of work that needs to be done. But we've got some very strong success stories. We have to work very closely, as we do already, with our business teams, sales teams, trading teams, operations, legal, compliance. It's the whole gambit, client services. It really needs a focused small team of people to really focus on what we're trying to do and get those services out for our clients. It's very much a client-focused business. Like I said, API is very important for us in terms of our internal API strategy and making that available externally, and that opens up our opportunities to fintech. So if we find something in the fintech community that fits in our life cycle that I mentioned previously, then that's something we're trying to do with our API strategy. So sponsoring something like Fintech Week kind of highlights that that's where we're at and what we're trying to do. Before this, I've always been in a startup mentality in other investment banks, and we built out e-commerce programs out there as well. So it's been an ongoing.
So they've brought you in to kind of reinvigorate a little bit, bring some of that startup mentality thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
The culture.
And the people, it's not just me, there's a whole team of people as well in Paris and London with that kind of mentality, but also we're finding people within the organisation who want to follow that as well. So it's finding those leaders, and not just leaders, but also people on the ground who want to be involved in that transformation, and that's what we're trying to do. Like I said, it's a start. We've got some great success already, but there's a long way to go.
Of course, and definitely being here, I'm sure you've met a lot of people today, a lot of startups, a lot of founders, investors. Are there any particular companies, I mean, you may not be able to speak to them, but some that are trends, let's just say trends, that you've been like, wow, that's quite fascinating, or that's something we could get involved with?
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with the number of people who've actually come to the stand, actually. A lot of conversations before I went and did the panel, during lunch as well. So there's a lot of people with some great ideas around SME, so small, medium enterprise opportunities, how to plug in legal compliance or regulatory pieces into our world, KYC, KYB. So there's a lot of areas everyone's touching on that we're looking at. So it's quite interesting that at least there's a momentum and enthusiasm and energy to try to innovate in this space.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So tell me a little bit kind of, I guess, well, we have to ask, don't we? Cryptocurrencies, right? Blockchain. I mean, it's all happening. We just heard from Bank of England talking about they have a crypto task force. I mean, it's all happening. What is Societe Generale doing? I mean, obviously, you guys are surveying and watching it very closely, but are you actually getting involved? Like, what's your plan?
I think there's a few things to this. One is the blockchain technology itself. It's something we're looking at separately. They're all intertwined at the end of the day, but in terms of the evolution that we've taken, one is blockchain in its own right in terms of what that could bring from an enterprise perspective, particularly focusing on post-trade capabilities.
Yes.
And I think that's been a journey over the last 2 or 3 years. We've been involved in a number of consortia projects and operations.
Fantastic.
And we're seeing a number of initiatives that we've been involved in that will go live. So
Right.
that was a challenge a couple of years ago. Is when's it going to go live? What's it going to look like? So I think it's a learning
Absolutely.
aspect.
And it's not the answer to everything. I mean, blockchain, it has its limitations as
Yeah.
well, you know, and it's learning what those are, and we're all kind of learning together, right? Which is
So just very quickly on crypto,
Yeah.
cryptocurrency itself is something that we've obviously followed because of our journey around blockchain, but it's not an area that we are investing in or offering as a trading opportunity for our clients, mainly because we don't have client demand for that as yet.
right.
I think as everything that we do at Societe Generale, it's based on client demand.
Supply demand, yeah, yeah.
And then you've got a bunch of issues around that afterwards in terms of custodianship and the ownership. And so there's a bunch of operational side that need to be looked at anyway. We'll be led by clients. We'll also be led by what the regulatory framework may look like on this. But like I said, blockchain underpinning cryptocurrency has been very interesting for us. And I think the other area that's evolving is the whole tokenization
Yes.
aspect as well, and what that might mean
Yeah.
in terms of markets or opportunities in the future.
Yeah, it's very exciting world, and definitely being here at London Fintech Week, you are in the, let's say we're in the thick of it, people. There are so many companies here, they have their pop-up stands, and they've really got the next thought leaders and game changers in there. So it's really important that banks like yourselves do support networking events like this and you know, get involved and can be first to see what is happening, so you can be at the forefront. So we have two very important questions. These are our last questions, but they're very important. So brace yourself.
Okay.
Just joking. So if there was someone, and we'll keep it to fintech, obviously, because it's Fintech Week, people. If there's someone within the fintech space, it could be someone you work with. It could be someone you actually met today. It could be someone that we don't know. You know, someone in your family. It could be your dog. You know, some people say those things. You know, we all have our own heroes in life. But is there someone in the fintech world that kind of you look up to, and you're like, okay, you know, let's not put them on a pedestal, but they are kind of the innovator, the leader, and kind of the thought leader in that space?
So this is going to sound strange, right?
No.
But I'd say my dad. Because he introduced me to technology 30 years ago, however it was. He said, Sohail, you should get involved in technology. I said, no way. Why would I want to go and do a thing like that?
Good man.
Yeah, so he was definitely an inspiration in terms of kicking me into that direction, I suppose.
Yeah.
So that's obviously allowed me to have a career and to be involved in things like this as well.
And was he, can I just ask you, was he involved in technology himself, or was he kind of more like a connoisseur, like looked into it and dabbled, or did he work in it?
Yeah, this is all pre-internet, right?
Right.
So this is way back.
Yeah,
This
did
is
you
a-
say 30 years ago? Okay.
way before pre-internet.
Yeah.
So be able to stay evolving and keep on top of it is because I'm interested in technology and what that might mean from a business perspective.
Right.
So his background is an engineering background.
Yeah, right.
So he started
Those
at
engineers.
Exactly.
Yes.
He started to get involved in technology towards the end of, in terms of using technology to deliver solutions really around the whole cap machines. And that's what
Right.
he built out, yeah.
Oh, I love this. Very
And
intriguing.
also, video. So he was involved in the first video
Oh.
with the great big box this size.
He was a bit of a pioneer. He'd be pretty impressed by your installation today, I'd say. He'd be like, he'd have a thing to say or
But
two
those
about
boxes
it.
have to be set up, not like on a phone,
No.
in every single phone, and then have all the technology and cabling in place as well. So
Audio visual used to be a job. No, it still is a job. It all happens with this
Yeah,
now and,
exactly.
and these. It's quite amazing. So our final question. I'm
hope it wasn't
tipping-
difficult as the last one.
No, don't worry. I was just joking about the difficulty. But this one's still very important. If you're a gambling man, and we're not endorsing gambling here, folks, but if you were, and we're kind of tipping, you kind of have to be in this world, and especially in this crypto, blockchain, you know, everything's changing daily. If you were a gambling man, would you be a blackjack, a roulette, or a poker player?
Wow.
If you're forced to gamble, and we're not endorsing it, folks, but
Lucky
if
for you, I'm not a gambler. I've never played all three of those.
there you go. So what would you do? Would you watch? You'd watch.
I'd observe. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of roulette you might want to.
A bit of roulette?
Exactly.
Okay, bit of luck.
That's
bit
as
of
far
luck.
as it goes.
No, fair enough. Look, at Parlay Me, we believe that everything's kind of a calculated risk when you're in kind of this investor startup world.
Yeah.
So we like to have a bit of fun with it. Look, it's so great to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you guys as
Great
well.
and where can people learn more about your initiatives and what you're doing? What's the best website
So the
to
best
go
places
to?
if you want to see more of this video is
Yeah.
info.sgmarkets.com.
There you go, guys. I'll put a link. Check it out. Such a pleasure to meet you.
As you as well.
Enjoy.
Great. Thanks
Enjoy.
very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Whatever they tell you.